Oh man. Oh boy. Oh jeez. This stuff's not behaving. Howdy, y'all. Can I get a 5-9 in chat? Can I get a 5-9 in chat? How's the AV doing tonight? How's the picture quality tonight? Oh, 5-7. 5-7, 5-5-9-9. Okay. 3-4 plus 20, 5-9-9. Okay. So I changed some things around. Nothing on the audio side, but for some reason I have to come very close up on the microphone now, Hollywood, instead of having it way down here. So I have no idea what's going on there. The VU meter and all that is great. 3.144444, 7200. Yes, the national 40 meter tune up frequency. Absolutely. So we're gonna just rock and roll right into this because I saw Mike was a short time here, and I want him to be able to. Oh wait, no, my speakers aren't on. Okay, I want Mike to be able to hear all this. Yes, 525252. So if you guys haven't yet, go check out Mike's little short on 52. Mike, you feel free to drop that in the chat if you want. But we're gonna start this off strong. Your Ham Term Friday band conditions. So we all know band conditions, but do we really know what they are? Band conditions generally refer to how well radio signals are propagating at any given time on a specific frequency. Unlike, we know this, but for those that might be new, unlike a repeater or line of sight VHF, UHF, HF relies on that ionosphere, along the edge of the earth, that magical bubble that protects all of us. It's a layer of charged particles in the upper atmosphere. So it's up there a little bit. That ionosphere is constantly changing based on solar activity. What is the sun doing? Like earlier this week was the first day in 4 years that we had no solar spots on or sunspots on the front facing disk of the sun. It changes based on time of day, changes based on the season, and of course the solar cycle phase. We're starting to get into the decline phase of the solar cycle here. So, we're going to see different things happening now. So that's why, 20 meters, for example, everybody's favorite band, 20 meters, right? That's why it might be wide open one afternoon and completely dead the next morning, or wide open at 1 o'clock, but by 1:15 or 1:30, it's closed. There's nothing. That's just what band conditions are and how they do. nothing changed in your shack. The sky changed. So if you're sitting there going, why am I not hearing what I'm used to hearing? 9 out of 10 times, it is not your radio. It is not the coax. It is not the antenna. It's the band conditions. It's the solar activity. It's the time of day. All of that sort of stuff. Your favorite band is Journey. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Eric. I'll go with that. Yes, it is very there. Is that better, Brian? It is very dynamic, and I just it is wild. It's a sure knockoff. Now, I can tell you about it more afterwards. I'm not happy with it, and I'm meaning to change it, but yeah, that's a whole that's for after the ham segments here. So, during daylight, higher bands like 10 and 15 may be open more than 40 or 80. And then it's at the opposite. After sunset, higher bands might not be open as much, but 40 and 80 are. So you're not just talking across the city, town, state, county, whatever. You're bouncing signals off of the ionosphere. So that's why band conditions are important. And one key point I'll point out here, they in all the solar reports and everything, it says, 15 meters is fair and 10 meters is good. Well, that is based off of data that can be up to 3 hours old. So if it says 10 meters is poor, try 10 meters because that data might be out of date for the current band conditions. So there you go. Let's see here. Good evening, N. Andrews. Good to see you. And that is Nicole, if I remember correctly. Good to see you in chat. Thanks for coming over from Tim's stream. And guys, if you haven't seen Tim, EOD Kaboom, he is doing some very awesome new Rockets and Radios live stream stuff. So go check out Tim. We spent some time getting him all set up and put together. Tim, I have not forgotten about the whole restream thing. I'm still dealing with their stuff. So welcome, Nicole. All right, your ham segment number 2, Mythbusters. This is a favorite of mine for both railroads and ham because the myths that we are taught or that we have heard are just mind-boggling. Today is HF is dead. And this comes up constantly, and I mean constantly. Yes, and I'm doing the Italian thing, talking with my hands. I know. I just need to do this for the rest of the stream. So, HF is not dead. It's cyclical. Now, for those of you that already know this, just take it for what it's worth. Just hang out with me. Just have fun. We operate on an 11-year solar cycle. So, during solar minimum, higher bands, 10, 15, 12, 17, they can feel quiet. And during solar maximum, 10 meters can sound like your local repeater if you have an active repeater. Or it can sound like All-Star, or it can sound like the DMR 93 talk group. What is that, Worldwide or something like that? It's very busy is the point. Even within a single day, as we just talked about with band conditions, propagation shifts. So if you get on 20 meters at 2 p.m. and hear nothing, that doesn't mean HF is dead. Either it means conditions aren't favoring your location at the moment, or there's just nobody out there calling CQ. So what you should do, you find that free frequency and go call CQ on it and just keep calling and have fun. You just made the solar cycle sound like something men shouldn't be comfortable talking about. Jason, I'll come back to you on that one. I'm starring that one. We're going to come back to that one. Sunspots, and this is where the HF is dead thing comes into play. Sunspots increase ionization. More ionization equals better reflection of the higher frequencies, 10, 12, 15 meters. Solar storms, of course, can also disrupt things. Dead band or wrong band? Which is it? You got to find out yourself. That's, the simple part of it. Just because tin is dead, or could be dead where you're at, doesn't mean it's not dead somewhere else. You could be that one station that someone else picks up for their POTA event. So say 10 meters is rocking on the East Coast for whatever reason, and you're, central U.S. or West Coast or Hawaii or Guam or England or Canada or whatever, just because you don't hear anything, go look at the POTA Spots page, for example, or the DX cluster, and try and find those spots and see if you can work them. Even if you just faintly hear them, doesn't mean HF's dead. Go try them out. So there's that. Now, why your signal died. This is, if you haven't noticed yet, going to be a solar heavy and propagation heavy segment today for all 4 segments. That's how I wrote it out for us here. Let's talk about why your signal might suddenly disappear mid-QSO. We know it. For those that might not know it, HF propagation isn't static. It's dynamic. And I will give you a great example of that right here, right now. So you hear me nice and solid in this microphone right here, right now. This is a great signal, and solar activity and propagation is behaving. But if I move the microphone way over there, I'm still talking, but I sound not so great, right? That's the static versus dynamic range of solar activity and propagation shifts. So as the sun sets, the ionosphere changes layers. The D layer, we have that, D, E, and F layer, and the F1 and F2 layer. The D layer, which absorbs the signals during the day, just boop, goes away. It weakens after sunset. That can improve the lower bands, 40, 60, 80, 160 if you want to go, if you can get on that band. But it would hurt the others. Geomagnetic disturbances can also cause rapid fading, commonly known as QS Baker or QSB. And that's, you can get a signal. Yeah, you're 5 and 3 with QSB. That means you're 5 and 3 into the station, but you have a little bit of fading on you because the bands are doing their propagation changes. So, as I said, you can go from S9, beautiful S9 signal, to barely readable in seconds. And that's nothing to do with your radio or anything. That's just solar and propagation changes. All right, Mike, geez, darn it. I was so close to getting it all done. So gray line transition, sunrise, sunset, usually you have very mixed results, but very awesome results with your gray line. That's why there are such things as the gray line chasers. They will wake up before the sun's up and just sit there and watch, go across the bands and listen and see what and where they can hear stuff. And then, like with me with POTA, besides being out at the UTC day and getting 2 days for the price of one, I like it because there's that sunset gray line propagation, and you get that going there. And of course, if voice is marginal, switch to a digital mode. PSK31, RTTY, SSTV, it doesn't matter. Switch modes, And the most important part here, before you go rewiring the shack, check the sky. Sometimes it's just an angry sky. So that is why your signal may have died. Now, the last one, your RF safety minute. Lightning and antennas. So, lightning strikes, and this one is what I'm paranoid with. So, and I don't live in heavy lightning country like maybe Jason or Eric or Hollywood or any of these other guys that live on the East Coast or down south. But an antenna system doesn't have to take a direct strike to be damaged. Nearby strikes can induce massive voltage spikes into feed lines as well. And nearby is a very, very, very relative term. It can be 10, 15 miles away. If there's enough electricity in the air and it gets to your system, that's not going to be great. Now, of course, we have the ground isolators, lightning protection, but that's actually a misnomer. It's not lightning protection, it's more static discharge protection, because dry air and all this other magic gobbledygook with weather that I don't quite fully understand. Ionospheres, yeah, ionizes the air around you. Like when you were a kid, you'd take your socked feet and run across the carpet, and you'd get that static discharge where if you went to a piece of metal, you'd get shocked. That's the same thing that would happen to your antenna. The air gets a buildup of that electrical current, and it goes for your antenna because that is a path to ground. And that's where those lightning protectors, lightning arresters, that's where those come into handy. They can, to a degree, help with lightning strikes. Definitely not a direct lightning strike. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm just going to say that. But all that energy will travel straight into your shack and cause damage to equipment. Best practical ways of doing things. Disconnect feed lines not during storms. People say, "Oh yeah, you're in a stormy area. Go disconnect the feed line." No. Disconnect it ahead of time. If you know it's supposed to be a stormy day and it's supposed to call for lightning or something turbulent like that, go disconnect them that morning or the previous night or whatever. Of course, use proper grounding and bonding, but disconnect the coax from the antenna and nail the end of that coax down. Take one of those U-bolt nails, like a big staple, and staple the end of that coax to the ground. Because what's going to happen is you toss it a few feet away or whatever. If a lightning strike hits your antenna or hits, something nearby your antenna, that coax is going to do this and go all over the place. And you're going to wind up with that electrical field getting back into your shack and ruining stuff. So take it far away, upwards of 10 feet, 3 meters away, and staple it to the ground. Don't damage the coax, but just staple it to the ground. Of course, don't rely solely on power strip surge protectors because those fail and they will have issues as well. And this is a big one and this is the biggest part of the RF safety minute here. Never adjust your outdoor antennas during active lightning storms specifically, but during storms. Unfortunately, I have had to take down an antenna once during a rainstorm, but it wasn't that high up, and we were safe about it. I had myself and 2 others, so we were safe about it. But yeah, don't adjust it during a storm. Just don't. Just take the coax off the day before, the night before, whatever, and have fun being safe with it. And of course, if thunder is close enough to hear, your coax should be disconnected, but that leads into what I just said. disconnected ahead of time because that storm, that electrical energy, can go cloud to cloud to cloud and then come down to earth, come down to ground. And if that storm's 20 miles out and it still gets to your antenna, well, you're not doing, you're screwed at that point to a degree. So there you go. There's your RF Safety Minute and your ham segments for the week. All right, let me come back up here to the pinned comment I have. So, Jason, why do you say this? Because quite honestly, and this is not quite ham radio related, but having grown up around a bunch of females, and I work with females on the photography side and whatnot, I understand where you're going with this, but men should be comfortable talking about anything and everything, even solar cycles. So, there you go. Let's see here. Mythbusters. Those really are nice steaks in that picture. That's a good point, Eric. That's a good point. I'll have to dig up the big screen photo of that one to show it to you. I might have it on this computer. Let me come back down here and the DEAF layers. DEAFF, right? Double D layer can be fun too. Absolutely, Eric. Let's see here. Your signal died because of the green energy neighbor. Eric, you're preaching to the choir. So, I noticed something. I'll come back to that. But you went through 2 lightning arresters in 8 years due to nearby strike. See, there you go. Point in case. It's not always going to be a direct hit. That's there. Nothing like seeing a fiberglass antenna looking like 1,000 twigs in the yard during a storm. I can't tell you. Let's see. No, actually, I can't. I've had 4.5, because only the upper half of one antenna got destroyed. But I've had 4.5 diamond fiberglass antennas that have just shattered to a million pieces because of storms. No, protect yourself too, Eric. Don't hold the steel rod in the air to draw lightning away from the equipment. Have your younger brother or your younger sibling go out and do that. You got to stay safe. The younger sibling, yeah, fair game, right? That is a joke, people. That is a joke. Nobody should be standing outside in an electric storm with a metal rod in their hands. Oh yeah, Hollywood. That one is just, oh geez. Don't even get me started about the rubber tires being safe. That's why they tell you if you crash into a power pole or power lines come down around you, do not get out of the car. The rubber tires are your safest bet. See, here we go. Ann Andrews has it right. He was disconnected and lightning jumped out of the coax into the Romex and the wall sockets and took out a few appliances. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful with it, and you gotta make sure everything is done right. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of issues. And so we'll go back to the RF Safety Minute here and mix it with a myth for a second. I'll find a way to tie this into another week, perhaps. Coax in a glass jar is not going to do anything. That is probably the biggest myth I have heard out there. Oh, boy. Yeah, no Ben Franklin games. Absolutely. And Eric, I know it takes all the fun out of it, but, better safe than sorry, right? Oh, AC/DC's Thunderstruck. I don't have a sound clip. Oh well, whatever. Stereotypical societal cliches, don't dig into it, just laugh. I don't even want to know, Jason. The half only shattered into 500,000 pieces. Yeah, Jason, it sure felt like that, absolutely. that was absolutely horrendous. So let me see if I remember where I put this right there. Is it going to bring me up? No, it's not going to bring it up. Why is it not going to bring it up? Come on. Come on. Video capture. Turn that on. Apparently it doesn't like that one, so we'll switch it over to this one. Oh, look, I get covered up completely. Let's not cover me up. So, y'all know I have been dealing with this horrible RFI issue, and I don't know what to, I've been having issues. It's neighbor's house, the whole nine, and I've done everything in my power to try and get things taken care of, right? Well, I have finally, and yes, 40 meters looks nasty because it is nasty still. But I have finally been able, as you can see, I said unlock, thank you. Where is that? About 7212 or so? 7213 maybe? 14? Well, there was a, yeah, right there. There's a signal. Let me take my level down a little more. Clean up the waterfall. You guys can tell I'm seeing signals again. So I have something working right. And Hollywood, I know I messaged you about this, but I got the last cable to get everything put together. I'm gonna come up here. Let's see, yeah, we'll come up to about 7280. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to. This might create an infinite echo loop, but we're gonna try something here. Oh, jeez, that was loud in my ears. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of, yeah, okay, that's better. Let's see. You guys can hear that static, right? I'll turn that back down for now. You guys can hear that static, right? Yeah? All right, wait, you guys should be able to hear that static. No, it hasn't. Not completely, Brian. But something I have noticed, I I don't know how this is going to work. Oh, I know how this is going to work. Oh, and I just killed everything. Oh, okay. So give it a second. My camera will come back in just a second. I just have to. Camera will be coming back here. Give it just a second. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot. Camera still tweaks out when I do that. So let's hit refresh. There we go. All right, yay! I'm back. But of course, the 710 is dead too. So I'm back now, Brian. Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, 100 watts still have some gremlins here in the shack, but I'm getting out. I don't have horrible noise anymore. Hopefully, the SDR that I was listening to came through on the stream. If it didn't, oh well, whatever. I was just trying to point that out. Let's see here. Hollywood's made coils with LEDs wrapped around snap on chokes. One over each side of the balance line. They flash during a T-storm. That is interesting. Jeez, that's a cool idea. Absolutely. So, let me just kill the SDR on my computer here. I am, although I don't see anyone else in here, I am, where's my screen share? Screen share, there we go. Top left. Really? Yeah, okay, of course it's going to be dumb. Yes, I know, I don't, no one can see me right now. Let's see. Do I do Inception somewhere? Yep, there's the Inception, there's that. Geez, it's not like I don't have this all set up. So, I am over in my Discord server, and I am in the voice chat if anyone wants to come in and say hello and ask your questions live. This is a Q&A AMA, and I am waiting to hear back from Rob over at Digital Rancher to see if he's going live or not tonight. He usually is. Tim, do you know if he's going live tonight? I don't have. I'm not in his email list, and I should be, but I just haven't gotten a chance to do that. So, Tim, you'll have to tell me if. Let's see. There's the audio. There we go. My audio is way too quiet. Here, is this better? Hi, Mike. Good to see you in there. I don't know why, Mike. I know why my audio is too quiet. It's Windows. It probably adjusted my volume input again. Oh, let me see here. Recording devices, the Behringer mixer. Levels. Oh yeah. Oh, let's fix that. There we go. There we go. That should be a whole lot better. Yeah, stupid windows. Exactly, Mike. The only windows I like are the things I like to look out of to see outside. Oh, Hollywood has it. We're playing charades. What is Frank saying now? Right? Oh boy. No. Okay. So now that the audio's boosted, see, I know I can trust my good friend Mike to tell me that my audio sucks. Thank you, Mike. Where were you 33 minutes ago? Yeah. Okay. There we go. So, questions? You guys got them? I might have answers. PM, photography, railroad, life? Yeah. Hey, Travis, how you doing? Oh, very cool. Now, Mike, because you're in chat and I can trust you. Can you hear Discord? I'm still having issues with that. So, can you hear Travis in Discord? And now we wait for the chat to catch up. Shouldn't be that far off. I set it for ultra low, so should be good. Almost zero audio. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. That should fix it.
Other day when I got that hard line, I measured it by hand with tape measure.
Yeah.
And when I just got through playing with my Nano VNA and stuff, it confirmed though that I was not very far off on the length. I come up with 142 feet by measuring it by hand, and according to the Nano VNA and converting it from meters to feet, it was 142 feet and 6 inches.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, Mike. Do I even live stream? Right? Yeah. Well, okay. I made sure everything's turned on and everything should be working. Although this PC has been giving me issues. So, Travis, I don't know if you're getting out to the live stream tonight or not. We'll find out,
If not, oh well.
right? Um, yeah, I saw you talk to Mike the Geek over in the 2 Meter Crew Discord about that stuff too.
Yeah, he was like, "You're playing with me, dagnabbit, with you having that kind of feed line." I was like,
Oh
"What?
yeah.
I was wanting to know what other people use."
Oh no, that's some good feed line you got there, and that's why he's like, you're playing with me. You're asking me for feed line advice, and you have this great feed line sitting here. Use it.
Oh, I done knew that, but I just, like I said though, I was curious as to what he would say.
Well, my that so for those on the live stream side, there's this Discord called 2 Meter Crew, and I'm one of the members of it. It was originally just here locally that we had it, but then we went to outside the area for. Of course, my Discord's not logged in there. I'll use the Mac to do things because the Mac actually does things. Anyway, so yeah, we have this. It's very quiet. It's even quieter than my Discord, and my Discord's quiet. Um, and so Travis is in there, and he asked Mike the Geek WG5EEK if he had any advice for Travis's setup, and he did. So I'll drop the 2MC Discord here. There we go. That got dropped. Okay, good, Brian. At least you and Mike both agree that the Discord audio is now good. So, yeah, if you guys join that server, just be aware it is very quiet. It is almost dead at this point, but it's still there, and you never know what will happen. You know, it's been around for almost 6 years now. And out of the 339 people in there, only 35 of us are online right now. Yeah. So how you doing, Travis? What's new with you?
I'm just here in my garage, cleaning up after working on fixing my wood furnace, and then working on some stuff with my tower the other day.
Oh, very cool. Well, sounds like you're staying busy, and that's the important part.
Oh, always busy, and you never exactly know when I'm gonna be up.
Right. Hey, Rob, good to see you in there. Where was it? You worked, was it Steve or Tim on, Steve or Tim? Jeez. Steve or Jim? You think I have Tim on my mind? So there's too many Tims. There's Grayman, there's EOD, there's my brother, and there's like 3 other Tims. You think I have Tim on my mind? Okay, yeah, you worked Steve. I couldn't remember if it was Steve or Jim that you worked, and yeah, I back messaged Steve. I'm like, you just worked Rob. And let's see here. I had another thing I wanted to show y'all, and actually, I'm just gonna bring, instead of trying to figure out which browser source is which browser source right now, I'm just gonna bring this over here. So there is a new thing. There's something even newer than FT2. And I'm going to bring it up and show it to you guys. There is... Oh, come on. There we go. FT0. Let's plus that up. So it is the next evolution in digital modes featuring a 0-second sequence time, 0-character messages and a revolutionary point-and-click operating experience requiring absolutely no radio, antenna, or license. Released in the true spirit of amateur radio. Free to use, free to share, free to modify. Copy it, hack it, host it, laugh at it. No permission needed. The source is right there in your browser. Hit view source and it's yours. Of course, it's provided as is without warranty, express or implied, blah, 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 blah. TXCC award is not real. But this was featured over on, hold on, why am I not in here? There we go. This was featured over on Nuggets last Monday. And you just tune up to operate and, let's hear, click, boom, click, boom, click, boom, click, 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 click. It's literally fun for everyone. It is true humorous FT modes. People go, oh, you just do FT8. You're just working on a computer all the time. Well, this is what people think we're doing when we do FT8, but this is not what we're doing when we do FT8. But I had to share that. That's absolutely fantastic. The guy that did that was in chat with us on Monday night, so it was tons and tons and tons of fun. So there you have it. Yeah, like whack-a-mole. Exactly, Hollywood. But it's ham radio whack-a-mole. Except you don't need a call. You can click on all the calls. You just don't need a call. That's half the fun. Yeah. So there you go. So questions. Who's got questions tonight? It can be anything. As I sit here playing whack-a-mole. And it's speed-based, it looks like. So, the more you click, the faster it goes. Have fun with it. Mike, it is native to Mac even. You don't need any special software. I love it. Oh, yes, and since Nightbot's reminding me, check out the W6EK repeat. Damn it. There we go. Check out the W6EK repeater today. That is where the Coffee Break Net is hosted every morning. Every single morning, with the exception of like 1 or 2 mornings where they dedicate the repeater to relay race stuff in the Sierra Nevada foothills. I have started live streaming that. I'm only getting in through All-Star, but they have All-Star, Echolink. If you're in the Auburn, California area, you can get in directly through RF. But yeah, come on by and say hi. And it is a true... So, yes, it is a net, but it is a rag chew net. They will take periods of quick in and outs, keep it under 2 minutes if you can. But they also have longer rag chew times where, you sit there and just write, you tell them everything going on with you. And it is a fun net. I do know a couple people from chat. I haven't seen them in chat tonight, but a couple people from chat who usually hang out, Chavez and Alabama Andrew, they have checked in. So come on by and say hi. And because I have it on every morning here on Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank, it's it gets live streamed. You're late, standing outside with a metal rod. Do I golf? No, I do not golf. Golf is like, no offense, Troy, golf is like watching paint dry for me. Nope, no thank you. It's like FT8 is to people that go, FT8's ruining ham radio. That's what golf is to me, except I'm not a sad ham about it. Golf or golf? Yeah, the Gulf of America. No, the Gulf of Mexico. the Gulf of whatever you want to call it. How's that? That's what it is. I don't care what Google Maps says. It's the Gulf of whatever, because life is whatever, right? You like the driving range, but not a game of golf. Okay. Why like the driving range if you don't like golf though? Is it to watch others play golf, or is it to watch? That's a that's something. You like the range, but not the game. Okay, that works. That works out just fine. So questions. You guys out there? This is a Q&A AMA slash hangout with Frank. Yeah, you guys got questions? Let's see. I see Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook all have viewers tonight. That's absolutely fantastic. I love it.
But Frank, it's gonna be fun though whenever I get everything all fixed and set up with what I'm planning on setting up for 2 meter and 70 centimeters.
Yeah. You're gonna have big, massive antenna set up, bunch of Omnis or Yagis.
I'm just probably gonna go with a single Omni myself because I mean I can't afford a bunch of Omnis or a bunch of Yagis.
You can. You just have to bargain for them the right way.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I mean, heck, for what I get on it, I only really need one antenna. I mean, heck, actually, I get out freaking pretty good on as is with what I've got right now, and what I've got right now is actually probably really compromised what I'm planning on doing.
Okay.
Actually, right now I'm using like a old oh heck, I think it's a Radio Shack 20-176 antenna or something like that for my 2 meter and 440 antenna.
So that is just the SKU number type thing for the Radio Shack database. If I remember right, that's a wideband Omni vertical. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. I had to pull up the picture on eHim. I use that for my scanner for scanner for the 1, 2, 3, 4 VHF commercial radios that I have in my not so portable Go box.
Well, I'll be honest, Frank. The little sucker surprises me somewhat. You want to know why I say that?
Why?
Because I can key up a freaking repeater that is, oh heck, if I remember right, it's like, according to repeater books, it's 50.7 miles away. But I mean, the thing is though, I can key it up and keep it keyed up good. It's just, oh heck, the audio is hard and broken up somewhat. Once it comes out the repeater end to everyone who's listening that's closer to it.
Right. Well, sometimes that happens, but those are so that antenna ideally, yeah, it works for it will work for VHF, UHF, but it is ideally more meant for uh, scanner stuff. But it works and it does the trick. You just have to make sure you get it high enough and keep it high enough. I'm trying to find a picture here on Google of it real quick to share with people.
Actually, give me just a quick second. I can go tell you about how high it is here.
Okay. Let's see. For those that, let me pause that. Pause that. There we go. So I will switch over here and go back to this. So this is the antenna we're. Okay, thank you, Frank. This is the antenna we're talking about. It is it's a Sputnik antenna, and this is a little tiny thing, but it does the trick. And Mike, I see you in there. Hi, Traveling Ham. Y'all started without me? Mike, we've been going for 49 and a half minutes already. Where you been? You probably been out doing a POTA, haven't you? Let's see here. Colin's in here. Jason, not golfers, gophers. Yeah. Jason, I'm the gopher in the family. Hey, Frank, go for this, go for that. Yeah, absolutely. Do a doublet. Hollywood, how do you do a doublet? Or do I want to know? Yeah. Let's see here. You used to have a driver that had a place to put a 209 primer behind the face. That was kind of like a combo of the two. Okay. All right, Tim, have fun running errands. Errand running is the bane of my existence at times. And Brian, you're absolutely right. Can't buy the Yagi? Go build one. Because you got plenty of stuff to play with. And Tim, since you are listening, and I did say this I did this last night on. By the way, folks, if you weren't around last night, last night was the last, for now, NorCal swap. Period. On air, on YouTube, whatever. So it is. Thursday nights are no longer NorCal swap night. So I'm going to be doing something else in the time that I'm doing stuff during that time. So it might be a little earlier than normal. Let's see here. Mike activated earlier this week by Area 51. Pretty fun. Did you see any aliens, Mike? I know they're out there, but yeah. So while I'm waiting for Mike to respond, EOD Kaboom, Tim, thank you, because it didn't work right last week, so I don't know what happened, but thank you to the 5 gifted subs to Jason Tetlow, WH6 Fox Bravo Papa, KR4JGD, that's Gary, Jason Lockwood, and Madcap Magician. The 5 of them all got Ridgeline Relay. So thank you for that, Tim. It's much appreciated. And let's see here. If we're talking 2 meter, look up the infamous tape measure Yagi. We're talking 2 meter and 440, Brian. You know, because why not dual band it? You've now had your activation checked out by a ranger and a campsite checked out by a black helicopter. Mike, as long as the black helicopter wasn't trigger happy as they went overhead, I think you're safe. You know, from your previous story, you know, as long as the helicopter wasn't trigger happy, I think you're good. So there you go. And yes, folks, for those that may have missed it last week, Ham Radio Wilderness is. I hit my 3,000 watch hours, and I'm now very quickly approaching the 4,000 because that's a lot easier to get to. So there are memberships available, 3 levels. The cheapest is 99 cents. So, you know, go have fun if you want. Super chats, super stickers, they're all there. They're all there, and they're all enabled. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. A long, hard road to get there, but hey, without you guys watching stuff all the time, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So, thank you. And with that, I'm going to be doing. I know this may sound like a broken record, but guys, you got to remember, work keeps me busy most of the time. But I am working on a few series here. I am working on a couple ideas, and those who are in the membership at any level will get the heads up on things ahead of time. So, and that goes that goes for even longer members who have been over on Patreon and buy me a coffee. They get the heads up as well. So I'm gonna make stuff happen. 2026 is gonna be. I have goals and we're getting there. 2581. I wanted to hit 2500 by my birthday in June. So maybe we can get that up to 5K, 4K, something around there. By my birthday. Oh, yeah, Mike. I'm rolling in that YouTube dough now. Yeah, absolutely. You want to see how much I'm rolling in that YouTube dough? Let's see. Yeah, I can do this without giving stuff away here. Let me. Yeah, I'm on the Wi-Fi. We're good there. So let me turn on screen capture. Because instead of trying to go here, guys, view this. I have a fancy way of doing screen capture stuff.
Okay, Frank, it is almost exactly, from the best I can measure, 26 feet to the base of it, to the ground.
Oh, that's high up pretty well then.
Yeah,
And
well, I do have it on a standoff deal that I built and put on my tower.
oh, very nice. There you go. So there you. Let's see. There we go. I'll point the right way. There you go, folks. Now, granted, that's not everything I have available, but that's my current budget for doing videos. Because I use my Apple Cash card to do videos. That's the budget for it right now. Yeah, but things are gonna change. Things are gonna change. Brian, I won't say they aren't helping, but yeah, they're little teeny tiny, teeny tiny spike of viewership there. Absolutely. Yeah, Mike, you were close. You were close. Charge my phone. Colin, I'm at 20% right now. That'll last me the rest of the evening until I have to set my alarm. So I'm good. I don't got to worry about it. And I'll plug it in, I'll charge it, I'll set my alarm, I'll go to bed, and, in like 2 hours, and I'll just charge overnight. Oh, I know, Sean. They well, okay. So it's not that they're not making. Well, yeah, they're not making them anymore. But okay. Can I do this without? Yeah, I can. Actually, we're gonna. I'm gonna make sure this is super safe here. Super safe. Let's see. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cents left over in one bottle. But there you go. That's a bottle full of pennies. See, pennies. Yeah, all kind of breaking out the meds. Yeah, Sean. The medicine of pennies.
Frank, which one is it that I'm supposed to post pictures in again that you can show?
Live dash chat.
Okay, I was just double checking. I thought it was.
Yeah.
But I was gonna post a picture of the little standoff that I got on the side of the tower with that little antenna on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, live dash chat right up there at the top of the live area is where it should go. And there's that. Yeah, no meds there, Sean. Just a whole bunch of pennies. Hello again, Tim. Yo. Yeah. So
it only shows live stream chat and oh heck, I forgot what the other one was there. Let me go back and look.
I made it easy. I just tagged you in it. So yeah, Sean. No medication, just a whole bunch of good pennies.
Okay, I thought that was the one, but just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
But
and that
yeah,
wow, that's a big setup there. All right, here we go.
yeah, it's what I
Got
use and what I've got.
hey, it works. Nice rotor there. Rotator. Wait. Colin's gonna yell at me either way. Rotor or rotator, Colin? uh, night. What is that? A hex beam up there on top?
November Alpha 4 Romeo Hex Beam
Yep.
and a Kilo 5 Arkansas Broadcasting Network Hex Beam, or not Hex Beam, but I meant dipole strung up from the uh, deal as well.
Very nice. So let's see here. Rotator. Yes, it's a rotator because it rotates. The Earth rotates, so it's a rotator, not a rotor. A rotor's what you use on disc brakes.
And to be honest, that rotator's overkill for that hex beam. It's a high gain tail twister too. Uh,
Bet.
won't even fit in the tower actually. I had to put it where the two sections go together to even get it in the tower.
Yeah, I saw that. Better safe than sorry. So for those of you, and I will mention this. So for those of you like EOD Kaboom and Colin here, and where I don't see Boondock Echo. Where's Mark tonight? Oh, I know. I didn't say his name 3 times. Boondock Echo, Boondock Echo, Boondock Echo. There, now Mark should show up. For those of you that came in at any level by the end of tonight for memberships, you get what I call a founding first founder badge. Let me go
Speaking of
into.
kaboom stuff, I've got one on my waist right now.
Let's see if I can pull this up on the big screen. They're icons, so they're always hard to see. But I can do this. This is what y'all's icons look like. No, not flounder. First founder. So you were here in the first week. First day founder. Yeah, first day founder. You were here in the first week. So you get that, and then let's see here. The 1 month sub is going to be this. So you have a lot of fun options there. Oh, and
Frank, I just private messaged you just to show you, so that way I know that you won't be able to pull it up on the YouTube and get yourself in trouble.
oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a nice one. There you go. And my timer's going off, so y'all enjoy the BRB screen. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I missed the opportunity for an Animal House reference. Roundhouse. I assume that's what you're going for, Jason. If it's not, oh well. And yeah, Jason's absolutely right, Troy. Rotisserie comes into play from the lightning storm talk during the ham segments at the beginning of the stream. Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. So for the YouTube, well, for anyone that's watching live, how is the quality audio? Audio aside, because it's not a Frank live stream without some sort of audio issue, and that goes for both Franks. um, how is is there any buffering or any issues like that that you guys can see? Pretty smooth here. Yeah, pretty smooth. I hope. Let me know in the chat.
It
Oh,
seems smooth to me from here, Frank. Because I've got you open in a tiny window while chatting right here. Heck, I don't know if you looked at that private message I sent you or not yet.
oh, I did. I did, and I said, nice one indeed.
Oh, I didn't know that was what you was referring to.
Oh yeah. And Hollywood, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a rotor, baby, round, 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 round. There you go. You got your Frank singing for the
You're
week.
gonna get in trouble with Colin there by saying rotor instead of rotator.
Well, that's Colin's problem, not mine. So, okay. So, Jason, talking about earworms. You're going to love this. This past Tuesday, and you can go back to my overnight live stream on Tuesday. John, KB0RB, who's the club president and this last week's net control for the W6VVR net, he asked, what tune do you know word for word and can keep pitch with it? And a bunch of people had a bunch of fun different answers. A lot of people said the Star Spangled Banner or, something patriotic. My mind, when I listened to it the next morning, went, oh geez, now it's my brain went to sing it and it went poof, gone. Now it's gonna bug me, and I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics to it.
But I was gonna say, Frank, the only reason I got that with me is because I've had a critter that's been getting chickens around here.
Oh
and
no!
It's been being slippery, and it's like never know when it's gonna pop up.
Yeah, that's never fun. All right, here we go. Yes, it was real easy to find it because it's iconic for those that grew up with this song. You're welcome in advance. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. You're welcome for that, earworm. Oh boy. Yeah, that was the first thing that stuck to my head when I was listening to John the next morning. Let's see here. Been raining a lot for the last 12 hours. First real rain in about 3 months. Flood warnings for most of the state. Colin, that sucks. But did it help with the wildfires? Because I know Simon Ham Jazz has been back down there at home. Maybe he's back here in Canada now. I don't know. But I know he was close to some of the wildfires there. So hopefully it helped with the wildfires. Let's hear it.
You never know with that Aussie transplant whether he's still there fighting fire or back in Canada.
Right? He could be anywhere. Let's hear it. Jason heard.
Yeah, for all I know, he could be in Northwest Arkansas right now, for all I know.
Right? That is very true. Let's hear it. Jason, he heard on I heard you on my wireless back in '52, lying awake intent on tuning into you. Okay, yeah, those are some good lyrics. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh no, I'm on Rob's hate list now. Rob, did that song trigger some memories for you? Did 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 that did those lyrics trigger some memories for you there, Rob? Yeah, yeah. Trust me, my brain, it's nonstop in my brain right now. So yeah, lamb chop, absolutely. Yeah, that was lamb chops play along. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was my name too. Yeah, Troy, that song. Oh boy, yeah, yeah, that one is. Let's see. The rotor's always hanging around a bad crowd. Never seen him without the stator. Yeah, absolutely, Jason. You know what's funny, and I should know better. I started singing, and my watch count on YouTube went down by like 4 people. Oh boy. Oh, that's great, Colin. That's good to hear. What about over there in what is he, VK3 land? I think let's see here. VK, do I have that? Yeah, what about over in Aurora? Aurora. Bleh. Try saying that as a US citizen. Yeah. What about over in VK3 land? Hollywood, yeah, we need a campfire like right now, but the good kind of campfire, not, that we can roast s'mores and stuff over, not the other stuff. Hey Gary, welcome back in. Good to see you in there. So, folks, if you haven't paid attention, let me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a special shout out here. Let's see. Gary here, KR for Juliet Golf Delta. That is one fun call sign there, Gary. He is a new ham. Gary, you passed your test. What, somewhere here in the last month and a half now? So Gary gets a little bit of a shout out there for. Oh, why did it do that? Oh, because I hit the wrong button. Control Z. There we go. Now it's right. So there you go.
Well, welcome to the hobby.
Let's see. Your Baofeng HT locked you out, but I reset it with all zeros. That is fantastic. January. Yeah. See, I knew it was here in the last month or so. So that's before he got his call. You'd seen him in chat as Gary Graham 68. So that's Gary. So yeah, congratulations, Gary, and welcome to the big boys club. All right, let's see here. This will show us where the wildfires are. Yes, I understand because apparently you have to click the I agree. Wow, that even has stuff here in the U.S. Oh, well, 2 years old.
All I gotta say is he's gonna have fun whenever he gets on HF and trying to pile up on 20.
Well, it's funny you say that, Travis. He just bought a G90, so he's going to have 20 watts of fun.
Oh boy. He's not gonna like stations like mine that are I mean, well, you've heard me before when I come barreling through, Frank.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just you go stomp. Yeah. Travis has a nice big nice big station there, and yeah, it just defaulted to the U.S. calling because, well, I'm in the U.S., so I just scrolled over to Australia. Now, I have no idea. Can I just put in Aurora?
Well, Frank, I mean, I have enough station without the other thing that I flip on at times, though. But most of the time, whenever I'm on 20, I have that flipped on.
Yeah, yeah. Got to keep the shack nice and warm, right?
During the winter months, yeah, but it's absolute like, why can't you run cooler during the summer months?
Right. Okay, so it looks like Simon, if he's still down there, it looks like he's safe-ish, I guess, because red, all the red meaning that let's see, road closed. This was updated 5 days ago. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, but down. Let's see. Doot, doot, doot. Zoom out. There we go. Right down there in that area. As I slowly zoom out there, that's where Simon's been at when he's been down there, because that's home. Come on, there we go. All right. Let's see here.
Well, home until he transplanted to Canada.
It's still home for him. It's just he's the crazy Aussie in Canada.
Oh, I know, but I just like going on and having fun a little bit too.
Oh, absolutely. So apparently the triangles with a fire in them are current fires. Okay, so yeah, he's outside the danger zone at this point. Sort of. Yeah, sort of. Okay, there we go. Let's see. No, I didn't want that button. Silly, silly thing. What I wanted was this button. So, for those interested, this is the Coffee Break Net live stream screen. So, if you see this up, this is what. Oh, and I need to update one of the things. There's part of that that's missing there. Let me fix that real quick. There should be a certain All Star or Supermon setup there. Let's see here. Oh, geez, what is that IP now? So I just the reason why I keep asking how people like the how the stream is doing and whatnot is I just recently, aka today, set up a new internet source for me. So there. Now that's what you'll see if the Coffee Break Net is up and running. Okay, there we go. How many cars I pulled the other day? Which day, Gary? Each train is a different length. So, the average is about 10,000 feet in train length, and a car averages about 80 feet in length. So, you do the math. Because we don't math on live streams, but I'm sure somebody would come in with the answer if they had it. I try not to math on live streams, but yeah, the average length is 80 feet of car on Wednesday. That was actually a longer train. That was somewhere around 13 somewhere between 13 and 13.1 in feet. So, see, there we go. Sean has 125 cars. But so that's just the cars. If you do that, uh, we have the engine length is variable and whatnot. Beyond that, let's see. What about the DNS, Troy? Did I show a DNS or something? If I did, oh well. I mean, not like it's a big issue. All of my stuff is very much public, so it doesn't really matter. Oh no, a lot more than 4 locomotives. We had 4 on the head end alone. There's a 4 by 2x1 setup that I had on Wednesday. So I had 7 locomotives total, but only 5 of them were online. Because we're only allowed so much horsepower per ton and whatnot. And if you get too much, the bean counters get angry, and then the stockholders get angry, and yeah, it becomes a downhill spiral from there. On the head end, Jason? Yeah. So there's 4 on the head end, 2 in the middle, and 1 on the rear. And only 5 of those were actually online doing anything. The rest of them were all what's considered dead in consist, meaning they're there as braking sleds, basically. They're dead weight.
Just there for extra slowing power.
No, not even extra power. They're just there to, they're dead weight.
Slowing to slow you down.
Oh yeah. Oh, I missed that one, Troy. I missed that. I didn't even realize Jason said that. Yeah, so I just switched over, and I'm used to one IP net of numbers, and I switched over to a whole new net of numbers, and I'm having to convert. Okay, that was that, and now it's this, and yeah, it's interesting. Let's see. Rob hasn't gotten back to me. Let me look at his channel and see if he has anything posted yet. Because if he has, I'll make sure that I get that set up. Well, no, he hasn't, so I'll keep an eye on that, though. Oh, yeah, Sean. I way back in the 1900s. Sean, how old do you think we all are? I mean, come on. When dinosaurs roamed the earth, kids could...
I'm probably the youngest one of the bunch, almost.
Yeah, maybe. Kids could raise their hand out of the windows in kind of a fist pump, mimicking pulling the air horn string. Trust me, that was no string. As 18-wheelers passed. Yeah, absolutely. Just go... meh, meh, nah, nah, and all you'd hear is ah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Tim, I can help you with that later. Either after my live stream, if Rob doesn't go live, or tomorrow, or whenever. But yeah, if that information wasn't supposed to be public, yeah, I'll help you with that. Don't worry, I got you. Sean, that's a great question. It depends upon the crew. We're not supposed to make any excessive noise. I know that sounds totally stupid, but it's a thing. And I think that's one reason why truck drivers don't do it. Brian, maybe you can chime in with that one. But we will honk the horn. We might do da 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 bum bum or something like that. Shaving the haircut 2 bits. We'll do something. We'll have fun with it as much as we can. Because it's literally an air horn, so we're regulated by the pressure of the air system in the horn's air system at that time. So if there's a lot of air in there, yeah, we can have a little more fun. If there's not a lot of air, a little harder. So there you go. Hey, look at that. Tim's helping Rob out with the new satellites. Awesome. Hollywood, we do. We do. I mean, it's not a whole lot, but we do. So, if I were to bring up, because I have it here in my bookmarks, because I cheat, when we take off, it's two shorts. It's ha ha. That's I. Whenever we go across a grade crossing, and I've said this on stream plenty of times before, whenever we go across a grade crossing, coming and going, it's literally ha, 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 ha. What does that sound like to you, Hollywood? I'll wait, Hollywood, but no one else answer. What does that sound like to you in Morse code? I've said it on stream before. No. Okay. I'll do it in Morse code. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There you go. I did it 3 times. Let's see. Semi-truck drivers will come sometimes blast their horns at kids who give them the old signal. That's the old school drivers. Okay, yeah. I figure it's the old school drivers that'll do it. The newer drivers won't even bother. Yeah, there you go, Hollywood. Q. So every time you hit a grade crossing, listen to that horn sequence. It's not going to be clean. It is not going to be clean unless the computer does it. And even then, don't get me started on the computer. But you will hear, as it approaches and passes, ha, 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 ha. You will hear Q as that train goes across the crossing. We cannot have it go any shorter than 7 seconds, and we cannot have it any longer than 14 seconds. So we literally have a 7-second window in which we can have that horn sequence done properly. And we have to continue it until we are fully across the crossing. So that's why you'll hear ha 3 seconds, ha, and then the short horn to ha right at the grade crossing. That's why I've been using the mic boom here. So from far away, ha, 5 seconds, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. TTET. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Absolutely, Jason. And Sean, no, it would be God Save the Queen. God Save the King now. The Queen's dead. See, Mike has it. Trains in England used to stop for traffic, except when the Queen was on board. Then the train would blow a cue so everyone knew to stop for the train. Hence where you'd have the letter Q for grade crossings now. Yeah, Frank with his audio has his own built-in Doppler effect. And I've mastered that because I can literally go. So this is as far over. So this right here is as far over as this microphone can swing this way, and then it disappears, but it gets right up to the camera there. So I can literally, and I can even rotate the mic. So I'm back on the far side again. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. And now my voice is hoarse. So there you go. Now put this microphone back the way it was. Oh, I know I don't have to move the microphone. That's the fun part about it. Yeah, I can just ha 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 ha. Yeah. No, I can do it absolutely. That's there. This sounds like a comms with Canadian geese class. What? Because all the honking going on, Jason? Is that what it is? Because of all the honking? A horse is a horse, of course, absolutely. But when is a horse not a horse? When it's on a course, of course. Oh, yeah, no, I definitely, because remember, I have in-ear monitors, so I'm hearing myself like 0.01 seconds behind what I'm actually saying. So if I go 1, 2, 3, by the time I'm done saying it, I hear it in my ears. That's how quick it is. So I can hear when I'm looking this way, I can hear that I'm a little softer versus when I'm looking right at the camera and I'm right on the microphone versus when I'm looking over at the iMac and I'm further away. Oh, Hollywood, don't even get me started on SJP. Oh, boy. Yeah, where is Jody when you need him? Jody has I know Jody's been very, very busy, but Jody has been missing quite a bit. Absolutely, Jason. Jody has been missing. We need that Canadian in here. I mean, we have Brian. Brian's Canadian, so we have the token Canadian in here, eh? But Jody's just the sassier. Jody is the most sassiest. So there you go. Let's see. Hit refresh on Rob's page. Rob? Tim, do you know if Rob's going live? I don't know. Yes, the token Canadian. Absolutely. Because JRR Token made everything in Canadian. Can I SDR 1930? SDR on your side of the world? Absolutely. Let's see here. See, even Brian says that Jody's one sassy Canadian. Absolutely. Okay, let me see if I can bring up the site here. Yeah, I haven't either, Tim. That's why I was wondering if you happen to know. Yeah, we'll go here. Let's go to this one. Let's see here. 19. Let me turn that way down. Okay. Is that not going to pump the audio through? Odd. Oh, because I don't have it. Yeah, I don't know why that's not coming through. He's running a rubber duck on 160. Jeez, I know he's joking, I'm sure, but well, I mean, Jason, he is from Regina, so I mean, come on, yeah. Leave it to the Canadian Texans to have a town name like Regina. I mean, come on. Absolutely. So I don't know if that audio came through. I may have to troubleshoot things here later. Oh yeah, I can use that one absolutely. It's just, did the audio come through? That's my thing. Oh geez, that's loud. Oh, you did hear it. Okay, let me turn this on then.
Again, please give me your call a couple times.
This guy is wide. Not super wide, but wide enough. Here, let me.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo, Mike, Romeo, QSL?
So we're looking at this signal right here along the edge of my frame. Yeah, I know there's an echo.
Roger, Roger, thanks so much. I got you about a 5-1 here, just about a 5-1. Go ahead, Mike.
Kilo Charlie 8, Romeo, Mike, Romeo. This is Whiskey 2, Mike Uniform Radio, Whiskey 2, Mike Uniform Radio, and you're 5x1 in upstate New York. QSL, thank you very much, and have a good night.
CQ contest from Kilo Bravo 2 Zulu Victor Papa contest. Hello, CQ. Hello.
So Hollywood, what is this? One person's calling CQ, and they're both answering. What contest allows that? Yeah, I noticed they had a cleaner sounding audio when I took that passband out a little bit. Yeah, the ESSB guys of the East Coast. See, I don't know if I don't know if our guys do that on 160, but we do that on 40. Oh, look who joined the chat. Look who joined the chat. It's a Whiskey Uniform 1 Quebec. Hi, Mitch. How's Mitch doing? Did Mitch have fun today? Let's see. Hit the refresh over here. Yeah, where is... This is... Rob might not be going live. I don't know. Jeez. Hi, Mitch. Hi. Hi. Wait, what's Mitch up to? Oh, hey, look at that. We got Jake in the chat, too. Hey, Jake. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Mitch and Jake joined at the same... Were y'all rag chewing on 40 or something? Were y'all rag chewing on 40? Yeah, Mike, I don't see it either. And usually Tim, EOD Kaboom, will tell me if he knows anything ahead of time. But, yeah, I haven't seen anything either, and I keep refreshing just to be safe. Because I don't want to bump into him, and I want to give people time, but if he's not going to have the live stream posted, I can't redirect either, so... Mitch, blink 3 times in SOS if you need help. That's like the 3rd time you've said hello. Oh, boy. Ooh, Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are good. Spice. Which ones? The spicy ones or the super spicy ones? That's the good question, Jake. Yeah, EOD, you know nothing. All right, yeah, sure you do. I pinged him earlier. I pinged Rob earlier, but he hasn't responded. So, well, I might go a little longer as long as everybody's down to hang out and have fun. By have fun, that means listening to me talk about random stuff. And if you guys have any questions, ask. Yeah, he has 20 minutes, but he goes live in 20 minutes usually. So I'm like, I like to give people a little bit of wiggle room, because some people, I can sit here for 2, 3, 4 hours and have no problems. Not everybody can do that. So I try to give people some wiggle room of time to have to get stuff done and get things rearranged, and I like to forward people to him and whatnot. So I'm just gonna refresh every once in a while here. Sometimes like 5 minutes ahead. Oh, geez. Mango habanero. Oh, so Jake, if you ever get to one of the ham fests that Tank Radio is at, that's the other Frank. That's Frank number 1. I'm Frank number 2, just for reference. I'm number 2. You're gonna have to try Frank's beans, because I haven't had them because I haven't been out to any of the ham fests he attends. But let's see. I'm sure there's someone in chat who's had them, but they're known for being very, very, very hot. So there you go. And Jake, since you're here and there were a few questions, what it is for the NorCal swap is a few of the repeater owners have gone, we really don't want this kind of attention brought to these machines anymore, so we're going to cut out selective nets for now, and we will revisit in a few months and see where they are. The problem with that is a lot of these nets are going to die off. And no matter how much I try, how much I publicize, whatever, they're probably not going to come back. So, it's the end of February, maybe the beginning of May, middle of May, we'll try and bring it back and see what happens. But I personally, I want to be hopeful, but because of the situation, I don't have high hopes. So, yeah, that's why last night was what it was. And, well, I can explain it here on the live stream. It's not something we really wanted to talk about on air because it would have brought that issue to the repeater a lot quicker than it was last night. I don't know how much you listened to it, but we did have a bit of that issue happening last night. Myself, Armand, Mitch, we were all affected by that. So, oh yeah, Bill's in chat. He's had them, and they're so Frank's beans, and they're usually awesome. The last batch was phenomenal, fantastic. Bill, Bill, you're so quiet in chat sometimes I forget you're there. Oh, speaking of, there you go. All right, Gary, have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, if that was little power, I want to know what big power is for you, because that was a beautiful signal. You can always go back and listen to the replay at any time you want of any of the swaps or any of the live streams I do. They're up forever unless something drastically major happens with them. So they're up forever, and you can go back and listen to how good you sounded coming into the machine. Oh no, you're good, Bill. You're absolutely good. I'm literally, I interact with chat. You know, I have my segments at the beginning, and that's the frank focus part, and then after that, it's a free for all. We can talk ham, rail, photography, snacks. Speaking of snacks, actually, I know Brian and Jody already saw this, but I got my special delivery, and it was the big bags this time. I've already gone through one of the bags though, so and I have about that much of this bag left. Although they only fill it to like here, so I've only eaten like that much of it. POTA hunting today. Great day to POTA on. About 43 contacts. Now, Mitch, I keep telling you this. If you were on the other side of the river, that would have been a park to park for those people. Let me hit refresh here real quick just to see if Rob's posted anything. No, Rob hasn't posted anything yet. So let me go here. Yeah, okay. Allow. Oh, that's a wide range. Okay. Let me screen share that monitor. Oh, yeah, I guess I should select the state, huh? And of course, that zooms me way out again. Of course. So, I'll show this to you again, Mitch. Let's see, where is it? There it is. I know you like to hang out right here. Here, let me... let me do it this way. It's going to be weird not having the neon over me. I know you like to hang out right here in this little area right here, Mitch. I know that's a nice place to hang out. But if you go even right over here into this blue area, or across the way into the harbor, or let's see, you come down here. Oh wait, that's where we hang out. Never mind. But you know, if you come into this square here right above my head, or this funky shape over here, you know, let's see here. You literally, if you go to the boat launch and you go to the far side, let's see, I think that's even, yeah. You just have to get right here, right next to that massive power line. Oh, that's under my head. You have to get the right next to this massive power line, but over here. Just get along this straight edge. Come on. Okay, fine. Along this, whatever. You get the idea. You come over here. You come just inside. Map data not yet available because I zoomed in too far. But you come right over here, right inside that blue area. And you don't even have to tell them it's parked. Well, you should tell them, but you can just log it as a park to park. You know, write it all down. You know, I know you're old school. Write it all down, pen and paper. Send it to me. I will get it taken care of on the back end. I will send it back to you. You hit that upload button, and then people get credit for you being in the park. And you don't have to do a single thing other than write down the information. Time, date, frequency, their call. That's literally all you need. Hey, Tom. Sorry, I was had a little bit of middle rant there with Mitch because, you know, we got to get Mitch to do more POTA other than the POTA he does with me when I actually get a chance to POTA. Yes, we're in the mirrored funhouse. Absolutely, Hollywood. Yeah, because I was trying to do. See, I can't even do. Let's see here. Top left, bottom right. So bottom right. No, that doesn't do it. Bottom. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's the. I got it worked out, Hollywood. Yeah, back in the day, parking meant something different. Hollywood. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. Not gonna get me to say it, Hollywood. But we know. We know. Yeah. See, Mitch. Even Jake says do it. Be a ham's ham. Get it done. And why is chat being slow? There we go. Hey, Ted. Good to see you in there. All right. Hit refresh on Digital Ranchers page. Still nothing. He has 10 minutes. Well, 9 minutes and 20 seconds, but who's counting? ARRL Kids Day. What do you want to know about the ARRL Kids Day, Sean? What do you want to know about that? Because that is a fun day. Never mind the fact that it's usually like right around my birthday. Come on, Google or not Google. ARRL. Are you gonna load? Is the website down? I'm sorry. Is the website down? Okay, so have you ever been with a Get on the Air or Go to station? Have you ever done a Go to station, Sean? It's exactly like a Go to station. And of course, I somehow made Pop Chat too big. There we go. That's better. Okay, you've never done a Go to station. So, what it is, and I'll share this link out. Okay, hold on. That's an old link. Let me find the right link here. Kids Day is basically get on the air. You give them, you're in control of the station. Say my God Kids come over. Not that they'd be interested in radio, but say my God Kids came over, right? I'd hand them the microphone, and they would call CQ Kids Day, my call. CQ Kids Day, KG6 and LW. CQ Kids Day. The suggested exchange is name, age, location, and something that they like. Favorite color, favorite hobby, favorite whatever. And if the operator on the other side has changed, make sure to work them again. Make sure to work them plenty of times. There are suggested frequencies across all the bands. The dates and times are generally the same. It's they've added January, but it's the third Saturday in June. Hold on, let me look. When's my birthday this year? See, I always remember it because it's around my birthday. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the day after my birthday this year. So it's June 20th this year. So, and they added January in, but let me grab this link here and we'll drop this. But that link that I just dropped, that's everything you need to know for Kids Day. And it is nice, simple, easy, and it's a great way to get the kids on the air. And yeah, you can go, they'll go, well, why do that when I have this thing? Especially in the younger ages, if they have this thing, I'd be a little worried. But you can go, well, here, let me show you this cool digital mode that if this wasn't working for whatever reason, Say this goes down, or it's out of battery or whatever, and you have no way to charge it. Here's this alternative way of communicating. And that is what you can use to get them hooked. And making those contacts, especially coming up here in the bottom half of the solar cycle on the lower bands, things are going to change. And like we talked about with propagation and all of that, you can show them, hey, this didn't work real great, but if I go over to this band, I can talk to people within, 3, 5, 600 miles. I'm going from 10 to 40 in that case, but you get the idea. But Kids Day is definitely a great way to get the kids, get the youth into the hobby. Absolutely. That is one of the best ways to do it. And I'm glad that they added January. I was not aware that they added January. Oh, of course. Absolutely. That's part of what I want to be here for, is I want to help y'all learn these new and unique things that maybe you've heard something about it, but you don't know what it is. And maybe I do know about it. Maybe I have to go, hey, let's go over to the Google machine and see what it has to say. Josh, I'm pretty sure we are all kids mentally. I am pretty sure we're all kids mentally. Now, what age of kids, that's a different story. But I'm pretty sure we are all kids mentally at some point or another. Oh, well, thanks, Josh. I'm glad I could help. It's always hit and miss as to what can be helped and what can't be helped. That's interesting. I just got a studio notification. I'm sitting here in the studio, but I just got a studio notification. Okay. Internet systems. Josh, I'm glad I was able to help you. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help spread the knowledge that I have and the fun that I have and everything. Even if it's just saying K8MRD is wrong.com. I'm sorry, Mike, I had to. You set me up for that one just perfectly. So, Mitch, you have a good point here. Get the kids off the couch, get them off the phones. That's assuming, and you know what assuming does, but that's, if they have phones, get them off the phones to begin with. Don't give them phones that young. Wait till like 12 or 13, 14, then give them a cell phone. I'm sorry, I didn't get a cell phone till I was 16? Yeah, 16. And it was the old Nokia flip phone. So, and then I went to Motorola Razr, and then we got iPhones, and yeah, anyway. But get them out of the house. Show them what ham radio is. You don't have to get them out of the house to do that, but it's more fun at a park. Now, okay, so this right here, Mitch saying this. Mitch, you're almost, it would have been teen dad status, but you're almost old enough to be Mike's dad. And of course, Mike's teenage dad-ish old enough to be my dad, just to give a reference there. So the fact that I'm a good Elmer to Mitch, who's been in this hobby twice as long as I have, at least twice as long than I have, and I'm celebrating year 24 this year. That says something. Thank you, Mitch. I still stand, Mike, by the fact that you could probably get an APRS message out better than you could reaching that mesh core node south of you. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Hey, Josh, fantastic. This right here, this right here. I'm sorry, this is getting big screened. This is getting big screened. Josh said, it feels good to help a fellow ham. He built a 9-to-1 for a ham that's had his ticket for 40 years, but said he's never really built anything. So he got to be the newbie Elmer. Josh, that is absolutely fantastic. That is a great way to do things. Your first cell phone had vacuum tubes. Right, Hollywood. Right. If you get the reference here, what's a qubit? Good for you. Let's see here. What is the etiquette for non-confirmed QSOs in the logbook? Just live with it, or is it okay to drop them an email? I don't think there is a proper etiquette to it, Sean. For me, I generally just leave it be. You know, I click the, here. I'll show you exactly what I do. Let me bring this over here. Let me make sure I'm logged in. I am. Fantastic. Let's go into logbook, bring this up. So you'll notice here, bring me back down to a reasonable size here. Let's see, where's my overlay? There's my overlay. That way I can gauge where I'm at. Okay, so you can see here that I have quite a few unstarred over here at the far right, unstarred contacts. Now, there are some people that they just don't do it. Like Simon, for example. I love Simon. Simon's a great guy. VA7BIX. Simon's a great guy. Love him. Love what he does. I'm never going to get a star next to our contacts because he doesn't do QRZ logging. That's absolutely fine. Whereas there's other people like Frank or Steve or Jason, where I don't know if they do QRZ logging or not. It shows that I was able to actually request a confirmation from Steve, whereas Frank and Jason, I wasn't able to do a request. Now, these guys, I could just reach out on Discord and be like, hey, do you do QRZ requests? You know, do you do QRZ logging? If not, oh well, you know. Okay, so I don't get that in there. But I got a ton. I have 11,188 confirmed confirmed call signs out of the 18,817 QSOs that I've had across 145 countries. Now, I will say this, a lot of those are FT8, all 8,590, give or take about 30 contacts that haven't been uploaded yet. But, yeah, if you want to, you can try emailing them or reaching out on whatever preference they have on QRZ. For most of it's email. So, you know, it's up to you. There is no right or wrong as far as I'm concerned. Now, the one thing that gets me is, yes, I have 11 incoming QSOs. The problem with them is none of these QSO dates match up to anything close to what I have in any of my logs. So instead of rejecting them, I've sent emails to all 11 of these, and I haven't heard anything back yet. That's about the only time I would realistically email someone and go, hey, I haven't heard anything, and I'm trying to figure out where this QSO actually was. Can you send me a little more detail? Because QRZ expects you to have all the details already. That's why... Here, let me come back over here. Let's see. So, I'm gonna do this because we did make a contact the other night. But if I were to put in W1Q, I add a QSO. What was that? 7280? Yeah, something around there. I'll say we were on 7280. I sent him a 5.9. He only heard me 5.5. So, and that was 0225. So I put this information in because this is what I have in my log, and that was actually Thursday. So I put this information in here in the log, and I hit save record. Actually, yes, I'm going to save this, so Mitch, just go confirm it. But the problem with that is, let's go to one of these incomings. Let me go to this France one. If I go to this, it's the Radio Club of France, right? Well, it wants me to enter the time, and you notice it took the frequency from what I last entered. So I know it wasn't there because I have not talked to France on 40, digital or otherwise. But I don't have them in my log at all. And if they were to send me vague details like, oh yeah, it was 0303 on 14300, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can go back and I can look through the log and just double check. And at that point, I can either put in the information and hit save record, or I can go back and to the incoming and hit reject. So, Sean, I hope that I know that was a very long, drawn out answer, but hopefully that answers your question. Oh, you're welcome, Mitch. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, the incredible shrinking man. So Colin has a point here. I don't use Logbook of the World because their ancient, archaic ways of making sure you are who you say you are is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't quite subscribe to that theory. But if you import LOTW into QRZ, you get a lot more gold stars there in that far right-hand column. Let me hit refresh on Rob's page here. Nope, still the stream from 6 days ago's last one. Oh, Mark, your ears must have been burning. Your ears must have been burning, because I called for you 3 times like Beetlejuice. And yes, we did do that earlier. Mike, however, came in and straightened me out. He said I was still lower than what I should have been. So, yeah, and that was like 35 minutes in or so into the stream. So, yeah, we definitely covered that earlier. Oh, well, you're excused this time, Mark. This time you're excused. Yeah, see, here in the U.S., we have to wait for the frickin' postcard calling, and I just, no. You know, if they're able to email overseas people, they can email us. That's how I'm looking at it. I wonder if Rob's still in, or Rob JFL's still in chat. This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Yeah, Josh, you have everybody on Ham Alert, don't you? Though you have me, you have Colin, you have I hope you have Mike and Bill and everybody else too. Viewership dropping. Yeah, it dropped. It came back. It does this. So yeah, no. So here's the fun thing about that, Sean. Let me come over here, screen share, and yes, that's on the right one. Boom. So I have this constantly going over on the Mac side. I'm a little too far zoomed in there, so let me use the power of OBS zoom. Ah, there we go. course, that's going to pixelate everything. But this little graph right here next to me, it shows the highs, the lows, the dips, the everything. It shows everything as we go along. Not everybody keeps their studio page open on a separate computer or on their main computer. I keep mine open on a second computer so that I can glance over and watch it, or if I have to do something in studio mode, I can do something in studio mode. So, yeah, I watch the highs and the lows. Let's see here. Colin has over 49,338. At that point, Colin, just say you have 50K QSOs confirmed out of 63,000 QSOs. But Colin, you've been doing this for how much longer? I mean, I'm only on year 24 at this point. So, let's see here. Oh, is the Eggman on 40? I may have to. Well, no, then I might ruin the stream on my side. But apparently, I guess Eggman is on 40. Yeah, it's way too early for Colin on 40. What is it? So you're 16 and a half. That's 12 and 6. You're what? 1:30 in the afternoon, Colin? Is that what you're at right now? About 1:30 in the afternoon? If I did the math right. We don't math on stream, but I try sometimes. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Oh, you see, you've done that in like 5 years versus my 24 years. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. Oh, Colin's not going to tell me what time it is. I'm going to have to do time is Australia. Let's see. 2:11. Okay, I was half hour off. Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the half. So I was closer with my 1:30. That's right. I was closer with my 1:30. Yeah. So I love this. Colin, it's 13:41, and EOD Kaboom is 13:12. So they're literally a half hour apart. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I have a Discord notification. Nope, it's not from who I wanted it to be. Okay. So, there we go. Let's see here. Hit the refresh. We're already 12 minutes into, 12 plus minutes into overtime here. So, I'm just going to keep going until Rob says something or I run out of steam. One of the two. Let's see here. N4 NJJ is on there too. Yeah, he's always on FT8. What the one you need in there, if you don't have it in there yet, Josh, is KJ6 Echo Romeo and KG6 Uncle Oscar. If you don't have Greg and Jim in your ham alert, that's just shame. Shame. Pretend I have a cowbell. Shame. Yeah. Jason, yes, we're diesel electric, but hey, I'm a steam guy. I like steam engines. Speaking of which, did anyone hear that UP 4014 might be making a nationwide tour? Let's put it this way. They announce these things, and everybody goes, oh, yay, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. From an insider's perspective, they can schedule it. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Great example of this, look at the Artemis launch. Wasn't that supposed to happen like the week before Hamcation? And here we are 2 weeks after Hamcation now? Yeah, and it's scheduled for April now at this point. Yeah, so yes, UP 4014 may or may not be making a nationwide tour this year. We'll see. Oh, so Josh, no. So KG6UO, that is just Jim. That's just plain old Jim. Or Uncle Oscar, whichever you know him as. WT1W, now that is Jim. That's Jim. Let's see here. Oh, Hollywood out here doing lyrics again. Shame, 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 shame on you. Yep. Let's see. No, the girlies are still playing Resident Evil. Oh, by the way, for those gamers out there, RE9 is it? Just got dropped. So. Oh, yeah, Colin, you are on air way more than I am. Way more than I am. Especially on HF, considering I have so many HF issues thanks to the house next door that, we've talked about multiple times here. See? Steam running out, Jason, but not. Because I just have a sip of water and I'm good. You want to feel the heat if you want to too, Jason? I got a steam engine for you. If you get the cross reference. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah, Colin is absolutely dedicated, and you could probably make Australia on 40. Actually, you want to know something? I'm not going to transmit. Let's see. There we go. I'm not going to transmit, and I'm not going to... Oh, I just closed out like 5 windows I didn't want to close out. Oh, well. New window. There we go. Drop that over there. Let's see. There's that, and there's that. And I wait for things to open on this monitor, and then I'll scene transition and all that. Oh, yeah, I forgot Club Log does live streams of the contacts. Absolutely. Tim, he might have just had, a goat emergency or, something like that. That is 100% possible. Goat emergencies do happen. Oh. Whoop. There we go. That's going to work, yep. Oh, there goes my CPU. Okay. That's great. That opened. Why doesn't the other stuff open? I'm waiting for something to open so I can just give an idea as to what's going on here at this QTH. All right, Sean. Thanks for hanging out, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions you want. And don't be a stranger on the Discord side. Join the conversation. Lots of fun. Okay, is this gonna? Yes, I know there's a control error. Let me fix that, please. Oh, that's not... What do you mean that's not plugged in? That should be plugged in. Jeez. Thankfully, the USB hub is easy to reach. Okay, let me hit cancel. Settings. Wow. You don't want to do this at all. I was going to bring up FT8 for y'all and show you what I can hear currently here. I don't know, Ted. I honestly don't know, because I'm... Unfortunately, even though I'm like 2 hours earlier than him, I go to bed before him because I actually like to try and enjoy my beauty sleep when I'm off. So I have no idea. And now I'm having the Windblow's computer is having fits because it's not seeing this one set of COM ports that's not there. Why? Okay, let me turn that off and turn this back on. Craig? How do you pronounce it then, Colin? Because when I say Craig, that sounds like C-R-A-I-G, not C-R-E-G. So, good question. Can we not pronounce? But then again, you know, Colin, there's solder and solder. I mean, come on. We're gonna split hairs on a name. Try this USB again. Let's see. Watch device manager. So device manager sees something being plugged in and unplugged, but doesn't. Oh, because it's showing up unlisted. That's interesting. Let me. Oh, I don't want to do that during a stream. I might foobar stuff. Oh well, no FT8 here tonight, I guess. Unless, hold please. Okay, let's see if that yoinking it off the backside of the radio did anything. Let's see. Craigslist? Yeah, I don't know, Colin. I could never understand why someone would say Craig. Yeah, here we go. Ted has a good question. Do Aussies pronounce it Craig? Craig? So, Colin, no. Don't take this the wrong way, but there are some southern states that the words are very backwards. You know, if y'all catch my drift. Yeah, so that might be where you're hearing it. Someone from one of the southern states is saying it wrong or something. Yeah, this just doesn't want to see. Weird. Great. I get to troubleshoot something after stream because I'm not going to pronounce it, or not pronounce it. I'm not going to try this during the stream because who knows what would happen. And actually, yeah, let's see. Echoes. Yeah, I'm not going to try that. That's going to be too dangerous. I don't want to screw the screen. Yeah, screw the screen up. Screw the stream up. Jeez. Right, Hollywood? Dun 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 dun. That's my Western banjo. Those gosh darn Western states. What do you got against us Westerners? Oh, I'm joking, Jason. I'm joking. Ooh, do I smell? Oh, I think dinner's gonna be here. Maybe soon. Let me look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yes, Frank has mini cameras. Oh, I think dinner's gonna be here shortly. But for those that know, it's Friday during a certain season for certain things, and no meat for me today. I like my meat too much. Yeah, it's aluminium. Not what all the U.S. people say. See, Colin and I agree on a few things. Yeah, it's aluminium, absolutely. Not aluminum? I can't even say it right. Aluminum? Yeah, no, it's aluminium. Call me weird. They're like, okay, like Izzo, there are some words that I get great, and other words I'm like, yeah, that pronunciation makes a lot more sense. And aluminium is one of them. Jaguar, well, yeah, okay. Diamond? What? Okay, what's so special about diamond, Hollywood? Dimonium? Diamond? Yeah. You're splitting hairs there, Colin. I'm more North Italian than Palm. Let's hear. Diamond. Now, see, okay, so Hollywood. Okay, now I see where you're going. You're going with Colin. What do I say here? I lost my cockies. What did I say? I lost my cockies. Because Hollywood and Colin will either agree or disagree on what I just said. And I think that's where you're going with that, Hollywood. Almond. Exactly, Troy. Almond. Not almond. Almond. I should just do a whole side segment on Fridays of funny pronunciations. Wait, Mark, you understood what I said? Because there's only two areas that would understand what I said. One of them is the Northeasters. The other are Australians. See, Colin understood me. It sounded weird, but he understood me. Josh got it, but Josh, yeah, it could have been car keys, or it could have been khakis. You know, the tan pants, cargo pants. Yeah. Let's see here. No. Tim, and someone's going to clip this. I know it. Someone's going to clip this and send it to him. I agree with Jim on this one. It's not pecan. It's pecan. Pecan is something you use when you're driving down the road and you don't want to stop. Yeah. No, it's pecan. Oh, Josh, you may have set me up for a new segment here. Yeah, your cockies. It's exactly, Hollywood. Truckers have a pecan. What we eat are pecans. Absolutely. Let's hear. It's almond on the tree, almond, when it hits the ground, you knock the L out. That's an interesting way to think about it, Jake. That is definitely an interesting way to think about it. And Jason, you're right. Pronunciation over the last 150 years has definitely been very interesting. Absolutely. Here, if it's for your car, it's car keys, not khakis. That are what you wear. So, Colin, that's the fun thing about this whole thing. It seems like, especially for Australians and Bostonians. Bostonians? I call them Bostonians. People from Boston. It is the common joke, and I'm sure you know this, but for those that don't know, the common joke is car keys, your keys to your car, and khakis, KHAKHIS, the cargo pants you wear, they sound the same in Bostonian and Australian accents. So if I go, I've lost my khakis, am I talking about pants or how to get into my vehicle? That's where that comes from. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Let's hear. They enunciate the L in salmon here and pronounce oven as oven. Oven. Okay. Let's see. Do I actually have that on here? Yeah. Let's see if this hat comes true. Yeah. Yeah. Oven. No, thank you. Hey, Duck Brad's in chat. Hey, Brad, how you doing? Let's see here. Bert and I went down to dock about 5:30 in the morning to start up the Bluebird 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Josh, allegedly. Allegedly, the Southerners actually speak the King's English. I don't believe it. Oh, we got a we got another Tim A in chat. Hi, Gray Man, how you doing? Yeah, so are your car keys in your cockies in your closet? But if you say it the right way, are your khakis and your cockies in your closet? Yeah. we sort of went on a side quest here with pronunciations again. I love it. Oh, I'm sure Hollywood did, Jason. I'm absolutely sure he did. Because if he didn't, well, we might have to revoke his Northeastern card a little bit. Just saying. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to do one last refresh over here on Rob's page, just in case somehow in the last half hour. Yeah, no, okay. I think at this point I'm going to safely presume that Rob is not going live tonight. So they're black. My tires are black. Tim, I wish I knew. Apparently he's not doing his late shift tonight, so I'm gonna keep leaking over until I run out of steam. Let's see. New Englanders usually uniformly agree that down east accents are the strongest and most quizzical. Okay, maybe my geography's bad, and I'm well known for having good geography here, but aren't New Englanders the same as the down easters? Or are you talking like down east, like Florida man? Then I get the difference. You know, anything south of the Mason-Dixon line is southeast, and everything north of that is the New England area. Or am I just, I'm just all washed up there, Jason? I might be all washed up. Who knows? Oh, down east usually means Maine. That's still the Northeast. That's still New England. That. Okay, hold on. Frank's map lesson of the day, according to Frank. Let me just pull this over. Make it all biggie. Let's see. Will Google Maps let me do this? Maybe? Yeah, okay, close enough. Let's close that out. And up, screen share, top left. So, for those that aren't obvious, the red dots here are the Mason-Dixon line, right? Yeah, okay. everything north of that, Pennsylvania, Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Rhode Island, all of that whole area is the New England area as far as a lot of people are concerned. Now, I know New England is a specific, it's Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut area, but for the most part, it's Pennsylvania up. So, yeah, everything north of the Mason-Dixon line, basically, and east of the Ohio-Pennsylvania border. That's New England for a lot of people. I know it's not, but when you say New England, that's where most people's minds go to, it seems. So, that's, yeah. New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania are absolutely not New England. I agree, Jason. I agree. But according to some, all of that is New England. I know New England is the 13 original colonies, and that's it. That's it. Let's see. Hollywood, I'm not even gonna try that. I'm not even gonna bother trying that. I know what it says. It says can't get there from here. I know what it translates to, but I'm not even gonna try it. See, okay, Josh has it. To everyone who doesn't live in New England, the whole area is New England. That is why people say everything north of the Mason-Dixon is New England, when we know it's not. Oh, boy. So there's your geography lesson. And, when people go, oh, it's the South of America. Well, what part? So, okay, this one I'm gonna touch. I'm gonna really touch some people with this one. When people say it's the South of America and they're in this specific area here. And yes, I know that includes me because I'm way over here where all these dots are. When they say the South of America, I'm thinking down here because that is South America. If you want to say America, that is everything from somewhere up here all the way down to here. That is America. Now, you want to talk about the United States? Okay, sure. That's a different story. And yes, I get... people get really upset with me on that one for some reason. So... Kids these days don't know anything about geography. Stares directly at Frank. Well, Jason, here's the thing. I have family members, both present and deceased, that cannot find their way out of a broom closet that's 1 foot by 1 foot. I can guide you from here to there without touching the GPS. I might use a map, but I can do it without GPS. And generally speaking, if I'm not the one driving, I sometimes fall asleep in the car. If I'm not, with our crew vans to take us from wherever we die on the log with the train back to the away from home motel or the yard office or whatever, I'll I'll be sitting there like this, right? You know, eyes closed, relaxing, you know, trying to tune things out, you know, catch a little cat nap. I'll be sitting there like this, and I can tell by the bump in the road or the curve in the road exactly where on the road we're at, and you know, considering it's a route I travel often, what town we're approaching, or you know, oh, there's gonna be a, you know, I'll be sitting here and I'll go, okay, okay, there was that bump there. Now we go this way, and then in a half mile we're getting off. So I should, you know, I'm good like that. I geography and me are great. Let's hear. Mexico up is North America. Above Colombia to Mexico is Central America, and below south. Exactly, Josh. Exactly. It is all America. But the problem with it is people think the 50 states, and they somehow forget about Hawaii, Alaska, Guam, Puerto Rico, etc. They somehow forget about all that. But they just think the continental 50 is America. There's nothing else. Our poor Canadian brothers that are laughing at us up north, because I know Brian's still in chat, they're laughing at us up north, going, ha, 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 yeah, those crazy neighbors downstairs or something else, right? They're Americans too. They're Canadian American, Mexican American, you know, Cuban American, etc., etc. I'm not gonna. I'll take it offline with you, Josh. But there was a show recently that people were upset that they didn't have an American citizen on the show, right? Yeah, we're picking up what I'm putting down, because I don't want to get too deep into this or anything. But they forget that that is a territory of the United States, thus by native birthright, they are a U.S. citizen. If I remember correctly, because he does have strong ties here in the California area, he was born and raised here, but the family lineage is from the territory. There you go. Let's see. So, Mark, I didn't put them in broom closets. They put themselves there. They'll literally go in to grab the broom, and they'll forget how to get out. Maps are killing GPS addiction. I prefer my paper map over GPS. I'm sorry. I like the physical hard copy, because what happens if/when the satellites fall out of the sky? Yeah, I'll just leave that one with you on that one. Let's see here. They're making his pineapple pizzas. Oh, come on, Colin. Really? We're not doing the pineapple pizza tonight. No. Mark, how are you? Okay, Mark, great. Dogs can do that. Awesome. Great. Not every human can, though. And especially in today's society, having that as a trait in a human is fantastic. Let's see here. Sean, hi. Good evening. Howdy. Yeah, Troy, if I ever get kidnapped, one, you've met me, technically. Technically, you've met me. There's no way I'm fitting in a trunk easily. Just saying. You're going to have a big SUV in order to fit me in the trunk. And then you're going to have to blindfold me like 3 times over and tie my hands behind my back. Because, I'll feel every bump and I'll go, okay, well, we're going down 101. Oh, wait, now we turned off onto 128. And now we're going through Knights Valley. Oh, wait, no, they didn't turn on to Alexander Valley Road, so we were going back into Healdsburg. I definitely, trunk's not an issue. I might have a carbon monoxide leak near the broom closet. Problem with that, Mark, is their carbon monoxide emitters are on the wrong side of the house from the broom closet. So, Jason, I cannot disagree with that. California is something else. Absolutely. I actually just saw something today. Let me see if I can bring it back up. Where is it? Here it is. Let me... Come on, drag that off to the other side. Thank you. There we go. Let me share this real quick. I just saw something today, and it's going to make you laugh, Jason. Might help if I had it in sight. It says, sad to see that my proposal to split California into Northern California, Southern California, and Second Italy didn't make it onto the ballot this year. So Northern California will be the blue at the top, Southern California is the orange, and Second Italy is supposed to be the yellow. Yeah. And no comment. No comment at all. U-Hauls. What about U-Hauls, Jason? Other than they're expensive to go one way. Okay. Broom closet might be a not quite literal term. You know those little closets that they have in bathrooms and restaurants where they store all the supplies so that they're right there for the cleaning crew? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a broom closet that's like 1 foot by 1 foot. They're tiny. Let's see. A 70 Lincoln Continental. Check on the trunk. Yeah, might not be a 70, but yeah, okay. Oh, boy. All right, let me get this back over to studio side. By the way, I usually do this like 3 or 4 times in everyone else's chat. I haven't done it in mine. Smack that like button like it owes you money, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying whatever this is, because I'm having fun. I hope you all are having fun. And what is it, 2 hours and 47 minutes in? Wow, amazing. And then I have, come on, thank you, all my links. We already know that, so if you missed any of that, yeah, there's links. And then back to my main page. There we go. Let's see here. We haven't met Jason's wife. There's a broom for every room and a handful of floaters, not to mention the one for the front step and the one for the back step. But what about the wraparound porch? Is there one for that? Because you covered the front step and the back step, just not the wraparound porch. Because you know there's got to be a broom, at least a broom, if not 2, for the wraparound. Yeah, we had one of those too, Hollywood. It was actually, so the house we had, I don't even know if I have photos. Not like I want to see photos, but let me see if I can find. Oh, yeah, I may not want to do this. We'll see. Let me. When was this? Last. Sorry, I'm trying to find some information here. See if I can find. Wow. Okay. I'm not thrilled with that. I'm not going to deep dive that. But yeah, no, Hollywood, we had the same thing. Absolutely. Yeah. We had the same thing in our in our house. In the last house, yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's put it this way. What I just saw made me go... Or more like... Yeah. Not thrilled with it. Oh, so Mark, I almost forgot to well, I mean, I asked you, but I know, yeah, you did respond, I think. I can't remember now. What did you think of my intro for the coffee break net, Mark? And Jason, just as long as she doesn't keep the frying pans with those shovels and brooms. If she keeps the frying pans there, we got a problem. You thought it was insane. Lots of fun. Fantastic. Good. I came up with that, and I spent a day or two putting it together because I was sick and tired of YouTube going, well, the person allows you to use this, it's still going to count against your channel for absolutely nothing with some music I used from Canva. And I'm like, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to have fun with it. And so that's exactly what I did. I had fun with it, and I'm glad at least someone likes it. So for those that aren't paying attention here or haven't seen it, let me... I'll just play it for you. Let me... Here we go.
Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. 145.430. You're listening to the morning hum. This is the coffee break net. Steam rising with the sunrise glow. Signals bouncing nice and low. Foothill light and silicon sky. Morning check-ins rolling by. Call sign ready, mic in hand. Voices drifting through the band. RF dancing in the air. Someone's mobile somewhere out there. Heat up, drop your sign. One at a time. You're sounding fine. Sip so don't rush the day. Neck control will lead the way. Coffee on the console, radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. So like riding on the beam. Checking out, don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. From the hills to the bay. Whiskey 6, Echo Kilo starts the day. Check in. All-Star Link been feeling strong. Echo Link brings friends along. Mobile bass or handheld tight. Everyone sounding right. Morning traffic rolling through. Signal reports 5x2. Laughing in between the keys. Coffee cup and beeper R's. Mic drop, carry a tone. You're never really alone. One more round, take your place. Good vibes on the interface. Coffee on the console, radio's awake. Morning on the machine, give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. Sunlight riding on the beam. Check it out. Don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. Morning voices, RF stream. Coffee break. Live on the machine.
So I'm going to ruin it. There's still about a minute and a half of that to go, but it's a 4-minute intro, 4.5 minute intro, because I keep it nice and long to run it right up to the right up to the start of the stream. Sorry to disappoint, Mark. I'm sorry. No, I don't have either, because I'm not a PIMP. Let's see here. Yeah, you would wonder that. Biggie Frank sounds good. All right, Josh, let's see here. If you got an old TV like what we had as kids, the one with UHF, VHF, is there some way to play old videos on a small transmitter to go across the room? Yeah. Yeah, there is. Look up, hold on. I'll actually do the homework for you. It's amateur television, and it gets a little expensive, but it's this is the website for All About Ham TV. They actually do a whole big thing at Quartzfest every year, where if it's like rainy out or something, they can literally stream the presentations over the UHF channels we're allowed to use, which are intermixed in the TV band. 439-ish area, somewhere around there. And you just turn the TV to whatever channel they tell you to, and there you go. Hollywood has it too. Channel 3 modulator with a cable booster and a dipole. So there you go. You got two of them there. Let's see here. Music's okay, but what's up with the text on the screen? Troy, I like to have, if you haven't noticed with my live streams, with my intros, I like to have sassy, quirky, funny quotes that are different per stream. Well, not per stream, but different per intro. So each of my intros shows something sassy, quirky, or different in their things. And so that one is a mix of my general intro and some coffee break / ham radio content sort of stuff. So that's what the text was on the screen, and tried to make it funny-ish, I guess you could say, and that way it's enjoyable. So there you go. It posted, Travis. Let me switch over to that screen. Josh, you talking something like this TV here? If so, what Hollywood mentioned and the Ham TV link that I dropped would be absolutely the way to go for stuff. So, you didn't get some of the references. Troy, that's not a problem at all. And thank you, Travis, for that image, too. Troy, that's not a problem. The references are... Oh, that's a great way to do it. But yeah, Troy, the references aren't supposed to be gotten. They're just supposed to be quirky, fun little things that pop up on the screen, different sayings and stuff. So there you go. That's here. Sounds better than 95% of the production on broadcast radio. Crazy. You talking about my intro there, Hollywood? That's a compliment then. Thank you. Let's see here. Funky radio amateur. Yeah, so Jason, we're gonna do this. Let's see here. What is an acronym for Frank using Funky Radio, Amateur, and I need N and K for the last words. And let me just, I'm going to copy this just in case I lose it somehow as I do this. I didn't. That's good. All right, so I have that up there in the search bar. I hit enter, and let's just see what... well, there's two from the AI overview. November Kilo or Net Key. So, Funky Radio Amateur Net Key sounds better, honestly. The second one there, Net Key, definitely sounds a lot better than November Kilo. Like, really? That's just too phonetic for me. So, there you go. There you go. Let's see. Most TV has gone to all digital. Yes, there are a few rogue, small time, in the middle of nowhere stations that still have analog TV to them, Josh. But yeah, for the most part, it's all cable digital at this point, and it's not going to be harmful. And Troy has a good point, but I don't think they're gonna worry too much. But do be careful using cable booster because the cable company might come knocking. You never know. But just do it smart. But yeah, the ham TV site that I dropped, they show you everything that you would need and how to set it up and the whole 9 yards. So, there you go. But yeah, that's my coffee break intro. And I just leave that as the static intro every morning for the coffee break, and I absolutely love it. Oh, even older than that TV there, Travis. That's something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could easily do it, Josh. Yeah, I'm just used to cross relaying stuff. Oh, geez. It happened to you. They said you were in that's Troy. So was that here in our area? Because if so, yeah, I can understand why they get. Our local providers are weird, Troy. If you haven't figured that out yet. Let's see here. In Australia, analog TV was switched off fully in December of 13. Like 3G phones were fully switched off October of 24. I don't even think we had 3G in 24. I think they shut that off in like 19 or something like that. That was just, yeah. Yeah, you should be fine with that, the link I posted then, Josh. Oh, it's probably because you were near the airport then. Yeah, that that makes sense, sort of. See, so chat, I was just brought dinner. And, so this was a pepperoni pizza, but because of what day it is and what time it is, the pepperoni was removed. And, yes, it is that crusty. As it just fell off my plate. Yeah, that is some. Okay. That's going to be interesting to have. No, not bacon pizza. And correct, no pineapple because I don't do pineapple on pizza, Colin. Slow mo. Oh, you want the okay. I have to get closer to the camera for that. Oh, see, it's already trying to slide off the plate. There we go. Yeah. That's dinner. Okay. I'll eat that when I'm done here. I mean, we're 3 hours. I'm not used to this. Rob usually does late shift, and I'm not used to going so long. I love it. I love it. It's fun. Bear Grill it. Yeah. Oh. I don't think I'm going to do that, Josh. That's yeah. I'm going to have fun with gonna have fun eating it regardless. At least it's not like so. At least the underside isn't all burnt up. It's just the top side that is for whatever reason. So there you have it. Let's see. Oh wait, who? Oh boy. Okay. Mike the Geek, are you lurking? Mike the Geek, are you lurking? I just saw your message from like a half hour ago. Are you lurking in here? Is that why you sent that? Or did you send it because of my announcement in the Discord? I can't tell. Well, if you're lurking, just reply on Discord and I'll explain it. But yeah, okay. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, I think... Yeah. Okay. We're going to do this. So, who here... Sorry, distracted by trying to get something done on the iMac there. Okay, so y'all have any questions for me? Ham, or obviously ham radio, railroad, or photography? If not, I think we might call it a night here. We'll see. But it seems like chat just died out on me, and I don't know. It says I'm still good. I'm seeing myself in studio is still good. So chat just got really quiet after Hollywood said slow-mo, please. Like after that, y'all went quiet. No, I'm not. I am not hacked, Josh. Okay, good. I would hope I'm live. I'm looking at studio over on the iMac, and it says I'm live. So I would hope that it's not too far behind. So just chat got really quiet for some reason. I'm like, did something happen? Yeah. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Because as I've said a couple times, I'm dealing with a new internet setup. Oh, you're playing FT2. Colin, have you tried FT0 yet, or did you see that on Monday and then when I just talked about it earlier? Or have you not seen FT0 yet? Chat's ordering pizza. Well, you have to make sure that it's burnt cheese pizza, because that's what's on the menu tonight. Yeah, isn't that fun, Colin? You make all the contacts in the world, and you don't even have to hook up a radio or nothing, and they're all automatically confirmed, like magically. I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Well, I think if no one has a question for me, oh, see, even Travis has pizza for dinner. There you go. I think if no one has any hard pressed, dying questions for me, I might call it an evening because it's already 2010. Jeez, it's 2010. And I'm going to be up for the coffee break net in the morning. So, and I have to, actually, I'll do that live. Let me. Oh, yeah. I'm still having tons of issues with that, Travis. Colin, I'm not going anywhere quite yet. I'm gonna do a couple things and then we'll call it a night. But what I'm gonna do first, yeah, Travis, I'm definitely still having RFI issues. Although I am hearing stuff better than I have been in the last year. It's not 100% better, but it's better. Like I'm actually able to hear FT8 noises. Graceful, hi. I don't know. You tell me. Is this live? It is currently 8:11 exactly on February 27th, 2026. You tell me. How live is that for you? I think that's pretty live for me. Yes, it is. It is. It really is. Bon appetit. Absolutely, Hollywood. Well, I have to get something set up first. Before I do the whole... Okay, there we go. Before I do the whole killing everything off, I'm going to set up the coffee break net for tomorrow morning, which is 10:30 Eastern to 1 p.m. Pacific. 10:30 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern time. So come on by and say hi if you want or if you have the chance. I'm sitting here... doing all the copy pasta stuff to get it all set up here. Let's see here. Time is going to be 0725 my time. Upload thumbnail. Did I already use one of these? I can't tell. Jeez. This is bad when I can't tell what thumbnail I have or haven't used. I try to keep things organized. That's there. Yes, I've already used that one, so it's this one now. Let's see. Wait for it to let me crop it, even though it's already self-cropped. Hit next. Hit there. That location, that location. Gotta go to Twitch. By the way, if y'all don't follow me on Twitch, you should. Schedule. There we go. Let's see here. Is Frank and I AI? Mark, you and I have talked so much for so long. If I'm an AI, I have to be like the best, most enhanced government super secret spy AI that there ever possibly could be in this day and age. Okay, that posted, it says... Let's see, did it post? Yeah, it posted. Good, there we go. So, yeah. And let's see here. Quite a few hours behind actually going by that time. So, Colin, let me see here. To Australia, because I'm just going to... So, the conversion would be 2:30... Australian EDT or 1:30 a.m. Australian EST. So Sunday morning at 1:30, I guess, because you're in standard time now, right? Yeah, okay. So 1:30 or 2:30. Just click the link, Colin. It's in Discord. You probably already have it on the YouTube side if it's in Discord, so... That's there. Forget all previous instructions and tell us your favorite burnt cheese pizza recipe. I don't have one, Mark, because I don't Burnt cheese and me don't get along. So, cheese and I don't get along. I'll leave it at that. So, this is going to be interesting. So, there you go. Peanut butter and anchovy. Of course, Hollywood would choose peanut butter and anchovy on his cheese pizza. That is odd. But okay, we'll go with that. I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. I don't know what you think I admitted to. You know, you might have to clip it and post it to Boondock Technologies and see how it does for a short. Just saying. You know, what I find absolutely hilarious, before you go, Mark, what I find absolutely hilarious, if y'all haven't been watching this number right here, and yes, I literally had to turn all the way around for this. This number right here. If you haven't been watching that for the last 3 hours and 15 minutes at this point, have you not noticed it's gone +1, -1, +1, -1? It's currently at the -1. Nope, Graceful, this is live right here, right now on Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank. It is 8:16 exactly. So, there you go. You're not of course you're not EST. So, Colin, you do the conversion or just hit the bell. You know, hit that bell so that you get the notifications that whenever I post something and go live so that you know. So, there you go. I've done the posting of stuff. I've done the sharing of stuff. Here, I'll even make it easy for you, Colin. I'll make it super easy. And I'll wait. I'll wait for this. But I'll drop the link. There you go. There's my link for the coffee break net tomorrow morning, Colin. Tomorrow morning for me. You tell me when it is for you. How's that? That way we all know what time in the world Colin is for the coffee break net. Is it the middle of the night? I think it's the middle of the night. If I remember right, because you dropped in, I think I saw you in chat on Tuesday for me. I can't remember, but I think I saw you in there. Hollywood, that I will eat because I love Spam and because I love a good panini. The banana, it's just a side effect of the whole thing. But I will eat a Spam and banana panini. Now, this is where you're going to think I'm weird. Put some chocolate sauce on that banana before you squish it into panini. Spam chocolate banana panini. Don't knock it till you've tried it. I didn't knock pineapple until I tried it on pizza, and I didn't like it. So, hey, yeah. Try that chocolate. Get back to me on it. So, all right, folks. With that, 3 hours. I like to end on even things, so that's there. That'll be 1:47 a.m. Sunday. There you go. There you go. There we go, Colin. Frank eats corn on the cob the long way. Josh, how else are you supposed to? Wait, okay, hold on. I'm going to use the water bottle for reference because it's the closest thing to a corn on the cob that I have. Okay, yeah. Are you talking this way or this way? I don't get how people eat it this way. They do, but no, I go like this. I rotate, and I don't have the skewers to hold the corn. I raw dog that. I hold it. Doesn't matter how hot it is. I hold it. So you're talking this way. This way is how you think? No. I do it this way. This way. That's the only way to eat corn on the cob. Yeah. So, there you have it. All right, links posted. Live is ready to go for that tomorrow. So, I hope to... I'm only... like a typewriter. Yeah, and you just rotate. Let's hear. Rotate. Rotate. set it down, rotate. Do-do-do-do. Yep, absolutely, Hollywood. With that, now we get to say bon voyage, because I'm going to end this on a good note, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for the coffee break net. Until then, 73, and put on, y'all. Coffee.